Welcome back to Long Guy Mowing Services. Today we are in Winter Park, a city north of, yeah, I think it's a city, classified as a city. It's got its own police force. So yeah, it's got a city in northern Orange County, north of downtown Orlando by about 5 miles or so, give or take. The customer here lives on a property that used to be a botanical garden. So the soil is very rich with nutrients and vitamins and minerals, everything that all the plants out here need. And I was told that the plants were complementary to one another. So one would, let's say, use nutrients but provide potassium, and the other one would need potassium and then provides nitrogen, for example. I'm not a botanist, so I'm not really sure how the chemistry works, but where one plant was planted, that plant will be uprooted and moved over to the other, and they would basically go round robin around the property. And then they added extra natural elements like compost, food remnants. Everything was organic, everything was fertile. So the grass here grows year round, where at my house the grass hasn't grown much since November. The grass here grows regardless of rain, regardless of sun, regardless of weather. It's growing. It was growing in November, it was growing in December, it was growing when it was 45 degrees outside. It was growing. So if I don't stay on top of it, like I haven't been, because the client hasn't been available for me to come out and look at it yet, or I've been out here a couple times and cleaned it out for them, but you know, just time. And I have other customers that had more dire things. So okay, so this is the front of the house. It's to about a foot or so. In some areas overgrown, which is pretty normal. Someone decided to park on the grass. This is a new obstacle because now we'll mow all the way around the car, and when they come back and they move the car, then that patch is overgrown still. So no big deal. So the front's pretty much a normal house. If you lived in a botanical garden, you understand how that goes. Vines and stuff like that. All this will get weed-eated out. All these little weeds. Come out here with a string trimmer and clean this up a bit, as well as cleaning the walkway and blowing this out, edging. Sorry, I'm walking. I shouldn't be holding it through that. So this is the front. Pretty standard. It doesn't get a whole lot of sun, but the back is where it's at. Oh man, I just had to say that. Someone threw out some plywood, some 3/4 inch ply, and it's really expensive right now. The plywood is. So back to the lawn. So this is the walkway. That's not trash, that's leaf filter pieces. That looks like a bed frame. I'll ask you if they want it. No, I'll just take it. So this is the walkway. As you can see here, we're starting to get some vines creeping up and out. And mind you, I cleared this out last time I was here. And then we have the backyard. And again, I did a lot of weed whacking, and I was able to get this down to the yard. Excuse the noise in the background, someone's doing construction work. But I cut everything down. Gotta be careful where I step because there's some glass that's broken. The vines are growing out again. That's nice. So this is knee high. I want to say mid calf height for me, so that's about a 2-foot height for the weeds. So this is where all the work will be at, in the backyard. Let's get cracking. And then this is the bird's eye view, because I promised. Hopefully I don't drop the camera or fall over. So yeah, that's a lot of stuff to get out and bring back.
It's the front yard's mowed with the exception of the patch under the car. As you guys saw in the time lapse, it took a little while. I edged around the seagrass and around the pots. Can't go too deep because the mulcher that I run gets caught up in the stems of the other plants. The front of the house cleaned out a bit. The walkway's blown off, as is the staircase and the welcome mat. I cleaned around the bottom. I took off the ropes to that tree that was holding it upright now that it's at least 2 or 3 years old, and now this time can hold it upright without the need of the ropes. So instead of having it risk bowing or bending, I just cut it down. Okay, so around here, cleaned out in front of the, not cleaned out, but I edged like ground level to kill, to have a nice minimum 10-inch gap between the grass or the weeds and the decorative grasses. I don't weed eat back there because God forbid God only knows what's back there. I don't want to get cut or caught by a snake or a spider. Same thing over here. And then I trimmed all the way up to the neighbor's decorative grasses. Okay. And then back here, all the husks. The last time I was here, there were husks of bamboo, which are what these damn things are right here, all over, and I ran them over with my mulcher and I shredded them. So I just went over, and any plant life that grew up out of that has been mulched all the way up to about that line right there. And now we start on the backyard, and then I'll mow from that side in to this and bring you guys along. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. This is what 5 hours worth of work looks like when you're by yourself mowing with a push mower. The gentleman that lives here has a machete and he'll cut this back. So, whew. Or access to machete. All that back there that was overgrown is gone. All that is mulch, I say at least. You can actually see the flagstone, granite, and pavers walkway. The GoPro died, or not died, but filled up with the battery. Let me make sure I'm not yelling. Yeah, lower this. Yeah, the GoPro died. Filled up, I should say. It filled up. Woo. I don't move any obstacles out of the way, so if I can't get to it, I can't get to it. I just go around it. Look at that. There's actual lawn to walk and enjoy. And I went ahead and I did up the hill on this little mound right here and over that way. So, thank you for watching Long Guy Mowing Services. I hope you guys enjoyed.